Hmm. Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Very good morning. So, guys, we will wait for one more minute. Then we will start the session. Meanwhile, others can also join. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's start the session. So, guys, in last class, we have discussed about the sprint, right? What exactly is sprint? All the Scrum ceremonies, sc- that is nothing but the Scrum events. So, can anyone tell me, guys, what are the different Scrum events we have in Agile? Yes.
Uh,
Sprint planning meeting,
Sprint plan,
Hmm.
sprint review,
Daily
Yes.
sprint
stand up.
review,
stand up,
Retrospective.
scrum call,
retrospective.
retrospective.
Yes. So, guys, we have the sprint planning, sprint review, daily stand up, and retrospective. Then, guys, we have discussed what exactly user story, what is acceptance criteria, right? Then also we have discussed, guys, uh, what exactly user story point, user story state, okay? And what is mockup. So these all are the topic we have discussed in the last class. Then we have started with the defect. So now can anyone tell me from boys, what do you mean by defect? What exactly is defect?
Deviation from expected to actual result.
Like the variation from the expected result to the actual result.
Yes, the variation from the expected result to actual result is known as defect. A mismatch between the expected result and actual result, okay, is known as defect. So while raising a defect, we need to decide the priority of the defect. So what exactly priority? Priority define how soon development team needs to fix that defect. The order of the bug in which we need to fix the defect. Higher the priority, sooner the bug will be resolved. Okay, so we have generally four different types of priority: high, urgent, medium, and low. Okay, so these all are the topic we have discussed in the last class. So I'm sharing my screen. Please confirm if you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, madam.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. So in today's class, guys, there one small topic is pending, guys. That is nothing but we have completed the defect. So for defect, guys, we have defect life cycle, bug life cycle, guys. So let's see what exactly bug life cycle. The way we have discussed software development life cycle, software testing life cycle. Similarly, we have the bug life cycle or defect life cycle. So defect life cycle or bug life cycle in software testing is a specific set of state in which defect goes through its entire life. So it will start, guys, whenever we have found any new defect, whenever the QA engineer found any new defect, okay, and it will be go till the fixation, till the defect completion, defect closure. Okay. So guys, both defect life cycle or either bug life cycle, both are same. So in defect life cycle, defect will cover all the entire states. And this will start, guys, as soon as a new defect is found by the QA engineer and comes to end when a tester closes that defect, assuring that it is not reproducing again, assuring that it's working fine. So guys, whenever as a QA engineer, if you are finding any bug, okay, if you are finding any bug or defect, so we will raise it. Okay, so by default, it will be in the new state. It will be in the new state. So once the development team will be start working on it, it will be on active state. Okay, I gave you, yeah, this is the, it will be open or active. So once it is the fixed, so it will be in the fixed or resolved state. Then again, testing team is testing. And if it is working fine, we have the closed state. And if it is not working, again, we will reopen. So these all are the different states we have in bug life cycle, guys. So it will start with the new state. It is when the bug is logged for the first time. Then we have assign. We have logged the bug and assign it to any of the member. We have open or active. It is when the tester has logged the bug in the open state and it will be like the development is working on it, guys. The development team is working on it. Fixed or resolved, guys. It means like the development work is completed. Now it is assigned to the QA team to retest it. Okay. Reopen if it is not working fine. We will mark it again active. Okay. And also we have invalid, like sometime we are raising a bug, but that is as per the expected condition, and also they will mark it as a invalid or not a bug like that. So these all are the different states we have in bug lifecycle. Okay. All clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Manas.
Because these are the some basic question, guys. Like you can face during the interview. I know that here around 70% people are out experienced ones. For all of you guys, it will be like same thing. Like I'm repeating, just 1 or 2 days, guys. After that, because there are few people, guys, in a class. We have around 20% people, those who are completely new with this all terminology. So that's why I'm covering. So they will get these notes, they will understand this terminology, and they can able to answer. They can also able to answer. Okay. So these all are the different states we have in defect life cycle. Yeah, guys, that's all. So these are the some frequently asking interview question. So first question is, guys, what are the different advantages we have in case of agile model? So we will go one by one. So Anusha, can you tell me any one advantage? Anusha, Ayan, Anusha, Ayan, Deepshika.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
So in agile process, the changes can be accommodated at any stage. It's
Yes.
easy to make the changes, and all the teams are involved in agile process.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. That's all. So, Anusha told 2 points. First of all, the changes can be accommodated, guys. Even the late changes can be accommodated. The second one, the
This
teamwork.
Deepshika.
Sorry. Yeah, Deepshika.
I'm not Anusha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, if we want to make any changes, we can easily deploy,
Yeah,
like
even the,
in the
yeah, if we have any new requirement, also we can adopt and we can easily deploy it in Agile. Yes,
Yes.
Dinesh? Ayan? Yes.
Yes. So here, team is working together. So that is also one of the point.
Hmm. Yeah, teamwork. Yes, all the development team, testing
All
team,
the testing team works
they are
together.
working together. Yes.
We can see the end product early. I mean, we need not to wait.
Yeah, product are delivering
See.
fast and frequently instead of like waiting for the entire month and all. We can deliver in the week as well.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other point, guys? Anyone?
Communication between the teams is
Yeah, communication between all the team members will be more here. Okay, it's a good here. Here, face-to-face communication will be there in Agile. Uh, Everything will be transparent, guys. In Agile, each and everything will be transparent.
Even the late changes will be accommodated, right?
Yes, late changes can be accommodated. So these all are the advantages we have in case of agile methodology. Now, coming to the second question, guys. What is the duration of a sprint in your organization? Yes, anyone?
2 weeks.
10 days, 10
So the
working days.
Yeah,
sprint cycle is for
2 weeks.
10 to
1 week.
2
14 weeks,
weeks.
10 working
1
days.
week to 1 month.
not one week, guys. In any organization, there is no any organization they are having 1 week.
2 weeks to
It will
one
be
month.
2 weeks, two
2 weeks
weeks
to
to
1 month.
1 month. But
Okay.
if the question is specific to in your organization, so don't tell 2 week to 1 month, because either you have 2 week or 1 month or 3 week, something like that. Okay. Don't give the generic answer directly. You can give whatever you have in your organization. Directly give. If you are not a real time experience pro, like you are not following agile, so directly tell 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what exactly the priority of the bug? What is the priority of the bug? Anyone?
In the
How soon
sequence
the bug
when
should
the
be?
How
development
soon
team is
you
working on it.
Yes. In this, how soon the development team needs to fix the defect. That is the IPSIT,
Yes,
IPSIT.
yes.
Yeah. What are the different Scrum events roles we have?
Product owner, Scrum Master,
Yeah.
business analyst,
Hmm. We have the product owner.
development team, testing team.
Correct. We have the product owner, Scrum Master, business analyst, development team,
Mm.
testing team. Right. So the next one, guys. What are the different phases we have in work life cycle? So just now we have discussed, guys. We have the first new, then we have active,
Active.
then what else? We have fixed and
In
resolved.
progress.
Okay, in progress.
Reopen.
Then we have reopen. Then we have closed. So these all are the multiple phases, states we have in work life cycle. The last question. Okay, anyone from girls, you can tell me what are the different Scrum events we have?
Sprint planning.
Release.
Backlogs. Backlog.
Yes, sprint planning. Then what else?
Daily stand up and
Daily
sprint
stand-up.
review.
Yes.
Scrum review, stand up, and retrospective meeting.
Yeah, retrospective. So we have sprint planning, sprint review, daily stand-up,
Review
and we have sprint
and
retro.
retros.
So these all are the different
Retrospective.
Scrum ceremonies we have in Agile or Scrum events we have in Agile. Okay, so that's all, guys. That's all about the Agile. What exactly Agile, how the Agile will work. Okay, what are the drawback we have in case of waterfall model? So now the idea is clear, guys. Why Agile came into the picture? Because before Agile we are using the waterfall model, which is not much efficient, guys. That's why have started working on the Agile. And we can see these are the advantages in case of Agile. So nowadays, guys, around more than 95% companies are following Agile methodology because of all these advantages. Okay. So every company, guys, instead of delivering the entire software, entire feature at a time, they will deliver it part by part to the client. Okay. So if their client is giving the 20 requirements, 20 feature, so they will deliver like two first, then in the next sprint, they will deliver four, like that. So this is how exactly the Agile will work. Incremental approach. Okay. So I believe all the things are clear, right? Any other question before we will jump to the next topic? Next.
Manas?
Hmm.
Yeah, I was supposed to ask you this question. I'm not clear with the UAT environment.
Yeah, UAT is
Yeah.
nothing but the user acceptance testing environment. Okay. So see, you have one particular, suppose you are working in Infosys, okay, and you are developing a software for your one of the client. Client is nothing but the Indian Post Office, okay, and you have developed one new functionality, okay, that is nothing but a fixed deposit calculator, okay. Now the all the development work is completed, testing work is also completed. You have completed all the testing in your QA environment, everything is working fine. You have performed the regression, sanity, all the testing. Okay. Now we need to ask to end user to check. Yeah, we have developed the functionality, whether it is working as per your expectation or not, or if they want any changes or and all. So we will not give the access for our QA environment, because in our QA environment, we will create our own data and all. We have all the dummy data and all. Okay. So what we will do, we will create one separate environment like UAT, user acceptance testing environment, in which they will perform all the testing. And if they are okay, if they are, then only we will deploy the changes, okay, that new features to the production environment. Okay, if they want any changes, if they are finding any bug, then again we will work on it and we will deploy like that. So that's why we need one separate environment that is nothing but a UAT environment. Clear?
Yeah.
So we will give the time. Okay, the functionality is developed, you can take a 1 week time, okay, or 10 days, okay, they will perform their testing. And if they are happy, if they are all the things are okay, then we will deploy the changes into the production. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So guys, as we
I have,
discussed, yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, Manas, this is the question I have faced in one of the interview. They
Mhm.
asked that while giving story points as a QA, how you are going to give story points.
How you are going to decide, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the answer is like we can tell like first of all we will go through the entire acceptance criteria. What will be the scope of the user story? Whether it is only the small UI changes. Okay, so we can just give like if there is just a UI changes is there like just they are changing the position, they are changing the new icon or just UI alignment and all. So we will give the small, we will not give the much, okay, because just a UI changes we have. But if there is any functional changes in which we need to perform, like all the, we need to check the functionality end to end, and also we need to check some regression area because of that functionality, some other functionality might be impact other scenario. So based on that, we will decide. So it's completely depend on the acceptance criteria. What will be the scope of the story? What are the things we are delivering there? Okay, what will be the flow? So based on that we will decide. So like that you can tell. So this acceptance criteria is very very important, guys. So whenever you are going in the interview and also you highlight this word acceptance criteria, so because for QA this will be a very important thing. We will we need to much concentrate and stress on the acceptance criteria. If whatever the things we have mentioned in the criteria, based on that only we will write the test scenario. Based on that we will perform the testing activity and all. Is it fine?
Okay, Manas. You are telling that basically the based on the complexity of the requirement and
Yes, yes,
functional.
based on the requirement, yes. Okay.
Yeah. I told the same answer. I mean, I told that based on complexity of the requirement, I can decide
Hmm.
my story points, but he's not satisfied with that answer.
Okay.
Uh,
No, no, no. So you can also tell like in addition to that you can tell like if it is only small UI changes and all, so we don't require much regression effort and all. So we will give the smallest story point. But if it is functional and if it is some if we will check whether it is like in functional whether it is impacting any backend API and all. So we need to check the backend APIs as well. Okay, again the story point we need to increase. Then we need to check whether it is impacting some other functionality or not. So we need to find out the regression scope. So based on that, we will find out. Okay, if it is only small changes, direct, straightforward, so we will directly give the one story point and we can close. So we will give the story point like which includes the entire thing like the QA from the QA analysis, then test scenario writing, test cases designing, then execution. So based on that, we will decide our estimation.
yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Manas.
Yeah.
Manas,
Hmm.
Sandesh here.
Yes, Sandesh.
Yeah. So I want to ask, like, is there any difference between the Scrum and Kanban, the agile methodology?
Yeah, so these are the two different types of agile methodology. So in agile, we have a multiple types. Okay, so among all, the Scrum is a famous one. Scrum is like if the company is following agile, so they have the Scrum. Okay,
Hmm.
so 99% cases they have the Scrum only. Kanban is the different type. Okay, so in agile we have three types of agile methodology, guys. One is Scrum, second one is Kanban, and third one is Lean. Okay. So out of these three, 99% you can see they are Scrum is a famous one. If the company is following Agile, then definitely they have the Scrum board, they have the Scrum team, they have the Scrum ceremonies, Scrum events and all. So even since I have not worked on the Kanban, so I don't have much idea, guys. Okay. So it's a type only.
Okay.
Okay.
Manas, one more last question.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
my side.
please.
What is the major difference between sanity and regression?
Yeah, major difference between the sanity and regression is like as per the ISTQB, like if you will go with all the documents and all. So regression testing is a subset of sanity testing. It's a subset of the sanity testing. Sanity is like something detailed testing. Okay, detailed testing of each and every functionality. So it's a a part of sanity testing. So, sorry, regression testing is a part of sanity testing. Are you getting a point, Praveen?
Yeah, I got it. Like you were telling, sanity is a full testing. For example, if we have
Yes.
2000 test cases, in that case, as a part of regression, we are executing 2000 test cases, or as a part of sanity, we are executing 2000 test cases.
See, let me give you one. Okay, so suppose you have the 2000 test cases, okay, and so generally, let me tell you what we are doing during the regression. During the regression, guys, we will check. Okay, first we will perform the testing on our local QA environment. Suppose, okay, if it is in dev environment, we will whenever the development team is developed. Okay, so what we will do? We will check that functionality in dev environment. Okay, this is how we are following in my company, guys. We are checking that functionality in dev environment. Okay, and if it is working fine, suppose we have this sprint. Okay, we have completed the 2 sprint, and whatever the story, whatever the features we have completed in this 2 sprint. Okay, okay, then we have one release. After 2 sprint, we have one release. Okay, so in the release, guys, the development team will deploy all these changes from dev to QA, or from QA to staging, like that. So what we need to do, whatever the new changes they have developed, that we are testing as a part of regression, and any impacting functionality we are checking. So this is the regression. Whereas sanity is something the detailed testing. Like if you are checking one particular module, you need to check each and everything. That is nothing but the sanity testing. So sanity is a detailed one. Like if we have the 2000 scenario, so sanity, we will cover all the 2000 scenario. And coming to regression, so out of 2000 scenario, like whatever the newly scenario we have developed, yeah, we have developed 3 feature, and in 3 feature we have around 200 scenarios. So that 200 scenario we will take, and whatever the impacted scenario, okay, we have around of again 250 scenario that can be impact because of these changes. So we will take that 250 again. So 200 plus 250, we have around 450 scenario that we will execute as a part of regression. Is it clear?
Yeah, okay, Manas. Actually, what I understood, yeah, maybe I was in confusion. As a part of regression, we are basically checking unchanged features instead of what they are fixed. As a part of sanity, we are checking once after retesting, we are checking the fixed model in deep in entire things. Okay? Because of in regression, because we are checking unchanged features, right? At the end of the release, we are doing as a part of regression, we are executing entire all the test cases, including 2000. Yeah, that's what maybe I'm in confusion. I asked this question.
Yeah, actually, yes, yeah, I do agree, Praveen, because like it's again depend on like company to company. Like in few company, I can see they are just using the regression terminology, and during the regression, they are covering all the test scenario. They are checking all the test scenario, like and but like as per the like just I'm going with the theoretical definition, what exactly the sanity and what exactly the regression. So this is what like we have covered. So don't worry, just if you will tell the definition as well, these things will be enough. Okay, so because I do agree, like in around 50% scenario, you can see the company, like if you have the like if you are performing the regression, you can see all the scenario you are checking. Okay, you are doing the detailed testing during the regression as well.
Okay, Manas, thank you.
Yeah. So guys, since it's already 8, oh, and if I will start the project, it will take a time, guys. Okay. So what I will do, we have some other topic as well. There are some remaining topic that is also we need to cover, guys. So that we will cover first. Then in tomorrow class, we will complete the project. And guys, once we will complete the project in day after tomorrow. Okay, you can tell me, guys, when you are ready for the test. Can we conduct it on 19th? You all are okay? Or 20? You want me to conduct?
20 months.
20? Okay, guys. So we will conduct the test on 20, guys. The entire test we will conduct it on 20th. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's start with the next thing. We have all the miscellaneous topic, guys, which is the pending one. So that we will cover. Okay, quickly. These all are again theoretical, guys. Okay, if you will go with my slide, that is more than enough. Okay. So the first one, guys, while performing the test, while writing the test scenario, test cases, while performing the test execution, okay, we need to follow some technique, guys. Okay, or we can say we have the test case design technique. Among all, we have one boundary value analysis testing technique. This is the famous one, guys. Boundary value analysis testing technique. So now we are discussing the test case designing technique, or we can say testing strategies. Okay, what are the different testing strategies we have? So among all, the boundary value is one of the famous one. So what exactly the boundary value analysis say? So from the name it suggests it's a boundary value. We need to test the boundary value of the scenario. Like suppose we have the voting application. Okay, in which we will allow only the people those age is more than 18 year and less than 60 year. If the people age is less than 18 year, they will not eligible. And if it is more than 60 year also, it is not eligible. The candidate whose age is in between 18 to 60 year, that only eligible. So guys, as a part of boundary value analysis, we need to check all the boundary condition. Like we will check with 17 year 9 month, so it should not allow. 18 year 2 month, it should allow. 18 year, it should allow. 17 year 6 month, not allowed. Okay. 60 year 2 month, not allowed. 60 year 5 month, not allowed. 61 year, not allowed. 59 year 11 month, it should allow. Because guys, there are quite possible chances during the boundary, the test scenario will be failed. So that's why we need to check all the boundary value as well. If you have the huge data, guys, okay, suppose we need to check the data value from like 2000 to 72,000. So it will very hard, guys, to check each and every value, guys. So that's why to reduce the test case data, test data, number of test data, we will follow this kind of technique. So boundary value analysis is one of the widely used test case designing technique for the black box testing. It is used to test the boundary values because the input value near the boundary have the higher chances of throwing error, higher chances of giving error. So whenever we do the testing by boundary value analysis, the tester focus on while entering the boundary value, the software is producing correct output or not. All good? Yes or no?
Yeah, Manas.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see this is how the boundary value analysis will work. Okay. So boundary value testing, boundary value testing is a process of testing between the extreme end or between the boundaries, between the partition of the input value. So this like be the extreme end. Okay, like it will be like start and end, lower and upper, minimum and maximum, just inside, just outside. Okay. So the basic idea in the normal boundary value testing is to select the input at their minimum value, just above the minimum, one nominal value, okay, and maximum value, below maximum, and just above the maximum. So these are the value we need to check. Like this one, guys, we have the point like A and B. So we will check at this point, below this point, above this point. Again, this is the maximum one, below maximum, above maximum, and one nominal value will check. So by doing like this, we can assure without compromising on the quality each and every scenario we have covered. Because in between, whatever the data you will give, that will be work fine, guys. There are 99% chances, but in the boundary, it will be break. So this test case designing we are using to reduce the number of test case. To reduce the number of test data. Clear? Yes or no? So in interview, they can ask what are the different what are the different test case designing technique you have used while writing the test cases? What are the technique you have used? So among all, the boundary value is famous one. Okay. So after the boundary value, guys, the second one we have the equivalence partitioning technique. So what exactly equivalence partitioning, guys? So from the name it suggests, guys, equivalence partitioning, we will divide the test data into the equivalent part. So equivalence partitioning or equivalent class partitioning is a type of black box testing technique in way which can be applied to all level of the software testing, like unit, integration, system testing. Okay, we can apply this one during the system testing as well. So in this, guys, we will divide the test data into the equivalent part. Okay, like we need to check the number. Okay, from like voting application. Suppose if I will take from 18 to 60 years. So we will not take with all like after 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22.5, 22.8, not like that. We will take just equivalent. Okay, so from 20 to 30, we will take just two number. One we will take 22 and one we will take 26.5. Then 30 to 60, we will again, 30 to 40, we will take two number. 40 to 50, we will take two number. 50 to 60, we will take two number, like that. We need to check the data from like 25 to 1025. So 100 to 200, we will take one number. 200 to 300, we will take one number. 300 to 400, we will take randomly one number. So without compromising, we will covering each and every scenario. So it will divide the input data of the software in different equivalence data. So when we will apply this technique, guys, you can apply this technique where there is a range of input data, where we have the maximum range of input data field, if the range is higher. So the question is, guys, this is again very important interview question. Why and where boundary value analysis and equivalence partitioning, why we are using? And what are the advantages we can see by using this one? So this testing technique can be used to reduce the very large number of the test cases in a manageable chunk. We can reduce the large number of test cases in manageable chunk. Very clear guideline on determining the test cases without compromising on the effectiveness of the testing. The last one, guys, appropriate calculation, intensive application with a large number of variable input. Okay. Without compromising on the quality, we can check each and every data, all the fields as well. Clear, guys?
Manas, can you give one example for equivalence partitioning?
Yeah, so as I said, guys, like we have an application in which will accept the value from 25 to 1025. So we will not check all the data like 26, 28, 30, 35, then 45, 47, 48. So what we will do, we will divide into 10 equivalent part. So how we will divide? We will take from 25 to 100 one data, 100 to 200 one data, 200 to 300 any one number. Like that, we will divide into 10 equivalent part. And we will check whether it is working with all the not. Then after that, we will perform the boundary value analysis. Like after that boundary, it should not work. And below that boundary, it should not work like that. So by using both the technique together, we will cover all the test data without compromising on any quality.
Okay.
So these are just theoretical, guys. Okay, if someone will ask what are the test case designing technique you are using, or what exactly the boundary values analysis technique, equivalence partitioning technique, so you can able to answer. So after that, guys, we have the positive versus negative test cases. Sometimes they will ask what are the positive scenario. Can you write the positive scenario or negative scenario? So what exactly? Or there is one more question, guys. The positive testing versus negative testing. So what exactly positive testing? So if you are testing the test, like your application with positive data, then it is known as positive testing. And if you are testing the application with negative test case, negative data, then it is known as negative testing. Okay. So for example, we have one text box. Okay, one text box is there, and as for the SRS means is nothing but the software requirement specification, that is also known as acceptance criteria. As for the feature, it is mentioned that test box should accept 6 to 20 character and it should accept only alphabet. So what are the positive test case, right? We can write the test box should accept 6 character. What will be the negative test case here? Text box should not accept less than 6 character. Then again the positive, text box should accept up to 20 character. In negative, text box should not accept more than 20. In positive, we are writing text box accept any value between 16 to 20 character length. In negative, text box should not accept the special character and all. In positive, I mentioned text box accept all the alphabet. In negative, text box should not accept the numerical, okay, or the symbols and all. So this is what exactly the positive versus negative test case. Okay. So after this one, these are some miscellaneous topic, guys. Just I need to just show you. So in one of the interview, guys, I have faced this question: the internationalization testing. Okay, the company name I believe RKCM, D Shaw Group Company. What exactly is globalization and internationalization testing? So both are same, guys, globalization or internationalization. So what exactly internationalization testing, guys? Performing the testing on application with different international languages like French, Spanish, Chinese is called internationalization testing. So you can see, guys, there are some application which is available in multiple languages. You can select the language like French, Japanese, Chinese, and all. Generally, guys, I used to see when I was searching the college for MS, guys. Okay, in Germany and all. So at the time, guys, by default, if I will open the college website, it is displaying in the German language. Then I need to change it to English like that. So in the same way, guys. Okay. Uh, there are few application like in my last company, guys, last to last first company, guys, we have the client which is in the German as well. We have some client in US as well. So for US, guys, we are just giving like they are using the normal English one, Indian also using normal one, but German, guys, now they love with their language, guys. They are specific with Germany and all. Even nowadays, guys, if you are applying for Germany any job and all, they need a German language knowledge, fluency in German, reading, understanding, okay, writing as well. They are giving their priority to Germany and all their language. So we are developing the application in German language as well. Just in the UI, we need to write whatever the functionality, like we have like sub tab name, help icon, and also we are writing in the German language as well. The same thing. Okay. So if we are testing the application in multiple international languages, then it is called internationalization testing. And this internationalization testing is also called I-18N testing, guys. The another name of internationalization testing is nothing but the I-18N testing. Okay.
Yeah, Manas.
The next one, guys, we have localization testing, that is also called L10N testing. So performing the testing on application with different local languages is called localization testing, like Telugu, Tamil, Kannada. Like in Make My Trip application, guys. Now it is available in Tamil language. Going forward, maybe it will be available in the Marathi, Odia, multiple language like Kannada. Okay, so if you are testing the application with local language, guys, then it is called localization testing, L10N testing. So localization testing is also called as L10N testing, and the precondition to perform both I-18N testing and L10N testing is nothing but the candidate should have the language knowledge, guys, and they should have the reading knowledge, writing knowledge, understanding, and speaking all the four knowledge. Then only he or she can perform, because testing is something you should have the end-to-end knowledge, like we are not compromising on any quality and all. Okay. So after this one, guys, internationalization and localization testing. The next one, in the non-functional testing, we have discussed the security testing. So someone, if they will ask,
Manas, Manas, do we have any specific tools for this site globalization?
no, I don't. I'm not sure, guys. Maybe if they have like, but what we in my first company, what we do. So in Germany team, guys, okay, like in our team, like our product is available in German, English, and one more language. So guys, in Germany as well, we have two QA engineers. So first they will check all the things in the normal English language, guys. Then they will change it to the what I can say in German, and they are performing. So we don't used to perform, guys. They are all only those who are performing the testing in German as well. From our end, we are just only performing in English. Okay, so I don't think so. But if also if it is available in market, so we need to search, guys. Okay. So if they are doing like, if like I know the Tamil, suppose, okay, and if I'm first checking in English, then I'm checking in the Tamil, then nothing, I'm doing only localization testing. I'm performing the localization testing, because the functionality will work. Either it will work, if it is working in the English language, it will be working here. Okay, just we need to check the UI things and all this spelling and all those things. So guys, now the next one is security testing. Okay. So we know all what exactly security testing is. It comes under functional or non-functional. Security terms comes
It's
It's
under.
a non-functional.
non-functional test.
Non-functional.
So guys,
It's
even
non-functional.
if you don't know anything about the performance, security, or if they will ask what exactly load testing and all, so in the starting you can tell security testing is nothing but the non-functional testing. It's non-functional testing. So what exactly is security testing? We are validating the security of the application. It's a type of non-functional testing where we are validating the security of the application with respect to authentication and authorization, called security testing. So performing the testing on application with respect to authentication and authorization, we are checking the security of the application with respect to authentication and authorization is called security testing. Clear? So 1 second, guys. So validating the security of the application with respect to authentication and authorization is called security testing. So again, guys, the next question is what exactly authentication and what exactly authorization? And what is the difference between authentication versus authorization? That is the next question. This is one of the interview I have faced, authentication versus authorization. That's why I have highlighted. And I have prepared the answer for this one, what exactly authentication and authorization, because this both terminology looks same only, but we have the slightly difference in between authentication versus authorization. So first, let's see what exactly authentication. So authentication is nothing, guys, verifying whether the application is accepting valid user and rejecting invalid user is known as authentication. It's called authentication. So it's nothing but the verification of user is accepting valid user or rejecting invalid user is known as authentication. Are you getting a point? Suppose if I'm giving my correct credential, like correct email address, password, and if it is accepting, then it comes under authentication. Suppose if I'm giving my old password, so it should be rejected. That comes under authentication. Clear? So this scenario comes under authentication. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
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 Now the next one is authorization. So what exactly authorization? Verifying whether the application is providing right permission to right user or not is called authorization. Verifying whether the application is providing right permission to right user or not is called authorization. So right permission to right user or not, what exactly it means, guys? Suppose we have an application, IRCTC application. Okay, so in IRCTC, suppose we can able to create two accounts. One is normal customer account, the way we are creating, and one is agent account. Okay, so for agent account, we have a different process. First of all, we need to submit the application. Once your application is approved, you will get the agent license and all. Okay, then you will get the agent email address and like user ID and password. So similarly, we have the customer user ID password, but we have the same application. But guys, if you are logging from the customer account only, like user ID and password, you can able to book in a one day only 5 tickets at a time, 5 different tickets. But from the agent account, you can able to book 20 tickets. So we need to check, like if I'm able to book the customer account, if I'm logging from the customer account, so I can book up to 5, not more than 5. But from in the same time, guys, from the agent, I can book up to 20 tickets. So this is nothing but the authorization. So verifying whether the application is providing right permission to right user or not is called authorization. So in the example I have mentioned, both agent and customer can able to log in to the online ticket booking application. Agent can be able to book maximum 20 ticket, whereas customer can be able to book from his account maximum 5 ticket. So this is comes under authorization. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's see, guys, what is the difference between authentication versus authorization? So authentication, valid agent can be able to log in. Okay. If we have the valid agent, can be able to log in. Whereas in authorization, guys, agent can be able to book maximum 20 ticket. In case of authentication, what scenario we will check? Valid customer can be able to log in. Whereas in authorization, what we will check? Customer can be able to book 5 ticket, up to 5 ticket. In authentication, we will check invalid agent cannot be able to log in. In authorization, we will check agent cannot be able to book more than 20 ticket. In authentication, invalid customer cannot be able to log in. Here we will check customer cannot be able to book more than 5 ticket. So these are the difference and the real-time example with the difference between the authentication versus authorization. So clear, guys? So security testing is nothing. We need to test the application with respect to authentication. We need to validate the security of the application with respect to authentication versus and authorization. All good?
Manas, I have a doubt.
Hmm.
Like in authentication, we have two types, like multi-factor authentication and two-factor authentication. What is the difference between
What? Multi-fact?
multi-factor authentication and two-factor authentication? What is difference between?
Okay. Even I don't have much idea, guys, because the security testing and all is not our scope, guys. Okay, it's a non-functional testing. So just you can remember what exactly is security testing, what is just performance testing. You don't need to go in detail, guys. Okay, they will not ask. If they will ask, so you can tell we are not performing. We have a separate team, security testing team. They are performing, guys. Okay. So since I have faced in one interview, guys, that's why, guys, I have added. Yeah. So guys, the way I have prepared the slides, okay, at the end, once I will complete the Java, Selenium and all, okay, you will get more than 100 slides, guys, around 100. So guys, I have prepared in such a way you will not face any question out of this slide, guys. If they will ask all the theoretical, so it will be more than enough. So that's why whatever the questions I have faced till now, whatever the question I am asking during the interview, each and everything I have mentioned in the PPT. The last one, guys, we have one more like the testing type, exploratory testing. Exploratory testing, from the meaning, from the name it suggests exploratory, exploring the application and we are performing the testing. So performing the testing on the software application parallelly by learning the domain knowledge is called exploratory testing. Here, like you have joined in a team and now you are learning the application as well as you are exploring the application and you are performing the testing. You are going through your old test cases, which is written by some other team member, and you are testing the application. That is nothing but the exploratory testing. So when we are performing the exploratory testing, we are performing the exploratory testing in a project only when the resource is shifting from one domain to another domain, or if any new resource is joined and is just testing the application with the all the test cases, which is present in the test rail or any of the tool X-ray we have in the market. Okay, so this is all about exploratory testing. So these are some miscellaneous topic, guys, I thought to cover. Okay. So now we are good with entire manual testing topic, guys. Okay. And in tomorrow class, we will see about the project. And then, guys, we will start Thursday, just basic introduction of Java class. And 20th, I will conduct the entire test on manual testing. So now, guys, the classes will be little bit like we need to cover up, guys. Okay, because since the last week I'm traveling, so I'm not able to complete the class. Actually, I used to target to complete it on before 15 the manual testing, but it is extended 3 days. Okay, because of like tomorrow we are able to complete it, including the project 3 days because of my travel, and I gave the leave on one day in between. We have the holiday as well, like Ganesh Chaturthi and all. Okay, so it's fine, guys. 2 3 days we can manage it. Okay, we will conduct the classes on weekend as well going forward. Once I will start the Java, I will conduct the coding practice session during the weekend, guys. And once I will start the Java classes, will be more interesting, guys. That guarantee I can sure, damn sure I can tell. Okay. So let me share this PPT, guys. Just 1 second. I will share this PPT in chat. Yeah, so it is present in chat. Also, I will share in the mail as well, guys. Okay. So I have added, I believe all of your mail ID is added in the mail account, right? And today's strength is 28. Let me open the Excel sheet, our attendance sheet. Just 1 second, guys. So Neha is joined recently. Then Susmita, are you there? Susmita?
Yes, Manas.
Okay. So from where you have joined? Susmita, from which?
Manas? Hello.
Yeah, Susmita.
Yeah, Manas.
So from which state you have joined?
I am from which
Date I'm asking. Okay, like from
Friday.
okay, last Friday only you have joined?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Venkatesh, are you there? Venkatesh Manokar. Okay, Venkatesh. Then Sadik. Okay, Sadik is also absent. Then Shamili, are you there?
Yeah, Manas.
Okay, Shamili. So today is your first class?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, Shamili. So Shamili, anyway, like if you have missed the session, so you can go through the recording. Okay, you can check with the admin team. They will provide all the recording. And if you are facing any issue, guys, those who have recently joined, please let me know, guys. Okay, whatever the concern you have, so that I will conduct 1 or 2 days of classes for all of you. Okay, if you have or doubts clearing classes, so that we will start like you will not face any problem, and it's a good, guys, like you have joined before the Java, because Java is the main portion. This is something manual testing and all are something complementary add-on things we are providing from our end. The main course will start from day after tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, then thank you so much. Have a nice day. Yes, PPT, guys, already Neha you have shared in the mail. Okay, earlier session.
So earlier session also, I'm not able to open that.
You are not able to open. So you have not received yesterday mail?
Yeah, I received yesterday, but it's only for yesterday.
But I have sent in the mail now, so you can able to download as well. Let me share one more time in the chatter. Okay, this
Okay.
agile. Okay, but why you are not able to receive from the mail? That is the concern I have. Yeah, I have shared in the chatter. Okay, you can download it from the chatter if you are uploading. Okay, yeah, you can download.
Okay,
So it
but
is the
it's
entire.
for it's only for the yesterday. No? I want
No,
before that
guys. Last 3 classes. Okay, the agile,
classes.
complete agile PPT we have.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day.